My 3 favorite Jordans.
So my favorite 3 Jordans are...
Top 3 Air Jordans.
Is a really hard question.
Three, 4, 11.
A tie between AJ3 and AJ4 because I love the silhouette. Just classic. It was the first use of the Jumpman and actually put the brand in a different stratosphere as far as I'm concerned.
3 is the first shoe I ever got. 4 is just incredible. I think it's one of the ones that are probably one of the most cutting edge for the time. And even now, just like from a wearability, fashion perspective, the 4 is just crazy.
3rd was AJ11. I mean, I was in Chicago when the AJ11 actually debuted and the city was just on fire, and so was MJ and the Bulls.
11 is just so iconic.
AJ1, it started it all and was the first pair I ever owned.
The first ever Jordan 1.
My first Jordan sneaker moment was when I owned my first pair of Air Jordans. It was AJ1s. They were white high tops. I took those bad boys out of the box and went straight to the outdoor basketball court. Scuff marks, dirt, footprints, the whole thing. But it was perfect because I just knew my game was better. I knew I was jumping higher. I knew I was running faster because they were J's.
I have to go with my first one that I created. That's top 3 just because that shows you can do it.
The Animal Instincts and the Bred 11s. The black and red ones are my favorite. And then also I like every pair of Jordan 1s, like every pair. So I can't pick one pair. It's so hard.
2, I would have to go with Vashti's 2s because in order for me to get a sneaker, there had to be one woman before who set the tone and really came in there and represented.
My dad wouldn't buy me Jordans until he felt I was up to par. Like back in Little League when I started really being able to ball, he bought me some red and white J's that was just fire. Our team was used to have a red jersey, and I just remember coming to practice just showing everybody my sneakers, but that was my favorite Jordan moment.
First memory is easily getting the 3s. I talked about it a bit on the I'm a Year Raised by Women story, getting the 3s and not just receiving the shoe, but putting them on and the sense of how you feel when you put the shoe on and you're that young and you kind of just feel away. I think it's the whole connecting to a look and how you feel about when you get a new sneaker for the first time.
My first Jordan sneaker memory would be my Uncle G buying me sneakers. So he would always buy himself a pair and buy me a pair. We would just go to the mall or go to the Sloss and Swap meet and he would buy them.
The first one was when I went to undergrad, Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina. And it was the mid 80s and, Jordan was just a king. He had just gotten out of UNC, was just on his way to Chicago, but everybody was still chanting his name. Everybody was still just full of the energy and all of the success he had in college. And so it was a great way to get introduced to the man that became the brand.